Welcome back to Greenlands, and today we are going to be carrying on with our mega field project, but first we need to do a little bit of work around the yard, so let's roll the intro and get to work. So the first thing I need to do is recharge the Farsin a bit because we've used it a fair bit and the battery's a little bit low, so thanks to our mega fast charger we've got that sorted. And I want to move the wall out of the way. We've got quite a bit stored up, but the price is not great at the moment, so I'm going to move it into this little shed bit behind the spawn point if we can, if my driving skills are up to that job. Little skid steer would be good for this. Yeah, and then we are headed over to the wildlife area to get all that field ploughed in. That is going to be a mega job. That is not a good job. Come on, if we can put the pallet in a bit more. I am a smidge tired this morning. Not enough sleep last night. Not had a monster yet. And last morning in the hotel before I get to go home, I'm basically waiting for rush hour to pass, and then I will be jumping in the hire car and making my way home. Oh, nice. Work trips like this are really weird. Initially they feel like they're going to be awesome. It's like 3 nights, really nice hotel. No response, apart from work, you know, no responsibility. I don't have to worry about looking after the dogs, all that kind of thing. And actually, I'm desperate to get home. And yeah, just waiting for the traffic to clear because rush hour traffic is no fun. And then I will be making my way home. There's obviously many days before you see this video, because I'm at least a little bit ahead on recording the intro. The rest of it, no idea. Oh, I had this idea that being away I would get so much recording done, and actually what I wanted to do is sleep lots, which I am awful at. So I've been really tired in the evenings and then waking up still at 4 in the morning, even without the dogs to wake me up, so maybe I can't blame them all the time. Had a brilliant stream last night with the alien pool and a Sinrona. Just generally chatting about Maze Plus and things. Yeah, Maze Plus survived the 1.5 update, waiting for those last few features to be implemented. Still close, you can see the finish line. Couple more pallets to move. I might actually leave the last few, but plenty of space now for them to keep spawning. My pallet handling skills, as is no surprise to any of you, is not good. Come on. I'm pretty sure I had it in the last video. I brought the rear weight for the Farsin. When I took the bucket off the front, the weight was so heavy that the front wheels came off the ground, which is why it's abandoned over there. It's parked up, and we need to head over to the fields. I think the Was our okay feed wise? Yeah, they're close enough. They're okay for straw and slurry and milk. So pick up over. The winter sun is not brilliant. 8 a.m. and I think the sun is behind the hills over there. I think we'll stop at the store, see if there are any good deals available on a second big tractor. Because I think ploughing that mega field is going to be a lot of work for one tractor and a 9-meter plough. So I mentioned in the last video, don't think it's released yet, about the 8RX being on sale, and unfortunately the store have revamped their stock of used vehicles, and that is no longer available. It have an option, something that was used. No, turned off the interactive markers. So yeah, they have a completely different line of used equipment in. There's the 8R. An option. Do you like a John Deere 8R? I think that might be our only option of what's on sale. Yeah, that's not powerful enough. Ooh, ARX is back in. 350 horsepower would be enough. Do we want to be able to put the tanks on? We probably do. That is very, very, very tempting piece of kit. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to tell me that that is not a good ploughing track. And do you know what? I do not care. I think we need to talk to the bank manager. So as a little bit of background, I'm not sure why I got the chainsaw out there. When I was setting up this save game, I initially brought an 8RX and then changed it for the class that we have. And some of you are probably going to say that you have a big loan you need to pay. I do. And I'm a bad person. But it's so nice. It feels like fate that it has reappeared in the sale. So I am afraid that we're going to do it. I'll put a front 3-point on it. That's okay. I guess that's because we're putting the fertilizer tanks on. What would I need to put on a front 3-point on there? Nothing really, I don't think. Yeah. Very different to anything I would have used. Gonna have a number plate. E. I need a bit more to borrow to buy the plow. Fine. Fine. E. Okay. We've got money still. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Because look, yeah, they've delivered it down to the field for us. AKA, I forgot I had store deliveries on from the previous video. And it's really good of them to deliver it down to the field for us because, you know, obviously they realise it's quite a big tractor and probably not brilliant for someone of my driving talents to be taking it down the road. So, you know, and it's quite early, so you probably don't want, you know, a big 400 horsepower tractor driving through the streets to wake everyone up. So yeah, I can totally understand why they've done that for me. It's very considerate of them, you know. We just need to work out where they. Oh, nailed it. Need to work out where they've delivered it. You know your field is big when you can't see the tractor that's parked at the end of it. Still got all those stumps to get rid of. I believe we've been provided with an option to do that. Anyone seen a John Deere? While we're here. I have added in the lumberjack mod just to get rid of the tree stumps. Logging purists, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can. Shall we? Okay. Oh, that's where it is. Why did they deliver it to the yard? Very strange. Yeah, that may have something to do with that rear weight. I may have brought that off camera actually. And I may have got them to deliver that to the yard. Oh well. Look. The awesomeness. I think this is going to become one of our seeding tractors. To raise some ash, we need to be able to through the gate. Just, I mean, you get that gate ripped out, really. You know, it's really not helping on our farm. We don't have the cows running free, so they're not going to get to that cattle grid anyway, so yeah. Hazards on, kind of cool. I don't have a keybind set for the beacons because my laptop doesn't have a home key. Yeah, I think this is going to be a mixture of manual driving and course play. Do I have? I do. I have Follow Me installed. We could have some fun. And we're going to have some fun. You're going to try and follow me the ploughing. If you've been watching any of the other videos recently, I am really enjoying Follow Me and having that mod back and the functionality that it brings. So we probably need to get that pickup truck moved out of the way. The other thing we're going to do with our kind of rewilding is we're going to try and put in some sort of natural lake, river kind of thing, just to you know, help encourage some of the wildlife back. So yeah, we'll be doing that at some point, probably when we're not so broke. Entirely a function of some idiot spending 300 grand on a used tractor, but you know, isn't that what part of this is about? Got loads of stuff to sell up at the industrial site anyway, so I don't think we have a long-term problem. I just have a problem with spending too much money. But yeah, I think I'm going to drive the new toy. Get a worker to drive the class. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't be one of those tree stumps. Get that later. Well, it's going to be in the way very quickly. So we've got create fields on. We want to do one more headland pass, which will give us, you know, a solid nearly 18 meters of headland. Jump over there. Get rid of that. Yeah, I think as part of the kind of the rewilding and undoing of the damage, although we put a few trees down there, we might see if we can create some sort of pond feature down in the dip down there. I think that would be kind of cool. Right. Oh, F. Go for a 9 meter plow, isn't it? So let's go for an 8.5 meter offset. Hopefully that's put create fields on. And then we're going to lower the plow and pull forwards enough that the class is in the field. And then we'll lower his plow as well. There we go. Control F, or H to turn it off. Get up. Hopefully this works. Not tried it yet. Now create field. Lower the plow, and then we want to do a Control F. Bring these back should be enough. Ooh. Let's do this thing. It's going to be pretty awesome if it works. Look at that. That is a wide tractor. That is pretty nuts. So handily we have our BGA processing away still with the sugar beets and the last of the silage that's in the fermenters, so going to be some cash coming in, so we can work on nudging the loan back down. And yeah, probably next episode we'll do a bulk sell of all the production products again. Yeah, there's loads of sugar being processed still, so I think we'll be okay. Come on, stop. Thank you. I'm actually going to be a little bit cautious. Take the worker off. Then get set up for our long row. Very long. Very, very long row. And this is the straight edge, so we'll work from here across. Might need to do some more headland at the other end. Bow down. Roll F again. And off we go. It helps if you lower the plow. I got a little bit excited there. I also didn't set the worker going in the bars. There we go. Where are you going, love? Excuse me. It's called follow me, not lead me. Again, no. No. And it's kind of cool that it's showing me the weird route it wants to take, but what if I pull forwards? Not really. There you go. Right. Let's plough some field, shall we? Oh, you're a temperamental one. Follow me. But off we go for a monstrous ploughing session, and I think that is a darn good point to get into some time-lapsery, because this is going to take a while, even with 18 meters of plough. So future me will be with you in a bit to finish this beastly job off. And it is quite future me again, just how this stuff works out sometimes. And I sounded really bunged up there. Anyway, so hopefully the video sound will be a little bit better now. Still slightly under the weather, but got the GPS running. I don't know if I mentioned that in the earlier stuff. So I've set the width to 17 meters and then put an offset in so that we roughly make sure that when we run the GPS, we are not missing any land. That's kind of the plan. So just going to run some headlands with the single plow, and then we'll crack into getting this job done. This field is immense. I don't think I've done anything this big ever in Farm Sim. I did some big stuff on Yukon River Valley when I was playing on that on my own, but never actually got that far through it to have dealt with anything this big. It's going to be a challenge to do the silage harvest on here. I have a bunker silo in mind which holds 6 million litres of chaff. Would be cool if we filled that. And so yeah, that corner there is going to be the yard up here, working on the stumps as we see them, and we're going to get a lot of field stone off of this as well. I had completely forgotten about that aspect. So we'll bring over the cheaty rock picker that we have, which will make it much more bearable to get that done. Some stumps I could not grind out with the chainsaw, so I do end up leasing a stump grinder to get a few of them. I did find that if I crouch and turn the chainsaw sideways, I could get some of those that I couldn't get doing it that way. So there is that option as well. And you can see Follow Me is having a bit of a funny moment getting the course going, but once I get it going, actually it works really well. Managed to consistently work through huge amounts of the field, which is really nice. I've been raving about this mod a lot lately, but it's really enjoyable to be able to do things like this. I mean, these are really long runs, and I don't think I actually show all that much of this ploughing. This field is going to be one of those ones where it takes me a long time to do things, but you're probably only going to see a fraction of it, because otherwise it'll get kind of boring. Just grab another tree stump. I think probably after one more pass or so, we will grab the rock picker and get that going on a worker. Just run it along the side of the field that we have opened up, and hopefully that will be okay. Before the end of the video, I'm going to get the soil sampling done as well. I'll use Courseplay for that because it's going to be a lot of soil samples. One slightly annoying feature with precision farming is that because this is split across 2 plots of land, even though it's one field, it treats it as 2. It's not the end of the world, but it's slightly frustrating from a kind of data point of view. Anyway,
really like that new tractor. That new John Deere is so nice. It's, we're going to make this money back, yeah, from silaging this field, so I don't think we have a problem that we borrowed a bit more money. You can see it's such a big field. I think it's not showing on the additional field info, but I think there is more land in this one field than the rest of the fields on the farm. And actually in the next video we're going to change things around slightly as to how things work. I think I've been doing too much with productions on here and it's been hampering the progress, and it's got to the point where I'm not enjoying the production so much, so we are going to get rid of some of them in the next video. Just going to empty the rock picker. It was full, well, it's got 18,500 litres in it, so we'll go and get it emptied into the rock crusher. I think I put this on selling to sell the lime so we can get some money back in. And yeah, we can just bung this on a worker and get that going. Because I really don't want to do the rock picking on there. And we can get back to ploughing and we can do a little bit of tandem work there. I think I decided at this point to take a little break and we're just setting the solid fertilizer onto selling as well. I'm going to go and sell some of the productions products. I've got a little bit of it backed up, so I figured we may as well get rid of some of it, bring a little bit of cash back in. And yeah, this is what got me to the point where I'm kind of thinking, I don't think I can be bothered with productions. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of a clear out in the next video. Kind of scuppers my plans for getting raising some cheap pigs, but yeah, might do pigs anyway. So the production that we will be making use of still is dazed potato factory. I've been playing with that on multiplayer and it's great fun, and we might use the waste potatoes to feed the pigs. Now we have a lot of flour to go sell, so we'll get that up to the sell point. I found that the supermarket sell point on here does not seem to want to take a lot of products, which is slightly frustrating when I was trying to take a quick break from ploughing to sell some stuff. Crash count +1, 2. So get the flour sold. It's quite a nice payday. We're getting a little bit of an environmental bonus already. Our environmental score is not great at the moment because all we've done is soil sampled and limed, but hey, it will get better. Some canola oil to go and a load of sugar as well. The auto load didn't seem to want to just auto load it all, so a couple of boxes of chocolate, which is where I find the problem kicks in, and then sugar, which is very heavy and makes it very hard to tow this trailer. So yeah, the supermarket should take all of this. We will go try and sell it there. It's quite a slow journey with the sugar on the back. But it's making us some money back, which is cool. So we're also putting sugar beets through the BGA now, which is bringing money in, which is good. I just want to concentrate more on farming, I think, than doing productions. It's my first time experimenting with it, and I'm not a massive fan of this side of the production because see, not taking any of the products off the trailer. I think I'm in the trigger. So yeah, I'm confused. Tried unloading a couple of times, didn't work. What I end up having to do is, with powers of editing, I should be back on, and I'm not sure where I stopped recording that. I had a quick phone call. Yeah, could not get these boxes of chocolate to sell. So what I end up doing is leaving them there, exiting the game, deleting them from the, weirdly they're going to vehicles file. Deleting them from the vehicles.xml and adding in the cache, because yeah, I have no idea why these won't sell there. This is where the sell point is, it's where the trigger is visible, and it did not work. So yeah, yeah, just deleted those, and I've set the chocolate at the dairy now to selling rather than distributing. Then storing will get a bit less, but you know, we'll get some cash. This is me trying to get courseplay to calculate a course to do the soil sampling. However, it wouldn't work because of the unploughed bit. It was trying to do it around the field and then the headland, so yeah, that didn't work. So that'll have to wait until we've got it all ploughed in, and we'll just do it afterwards. That's fine. I did mention that we needed a tree mulcher or stump grinder, so just leasing one of those. I think I leased it. Or did I buy it? I leased it. Cool. At least I leased it. Yeah, there was a stump here that I could not get rid of. The reason that there's grass around it is I tried doing some terrain landscaping so that I could get the chainsaw low enough, and that did not work. So we went with the alternative plan of stump grinder and then reploughing it, which is fine. You can see the stone picker is really caught up with this. I ended up running just the one plough towards the end because of the funny shape of the headland. I didn't want to square the field off any more than it is already. So we are just finishing up. I think I put one more strip down because I did end up taking a little dent out of the unploughed bit. So yeah, we're going to make the field a little bit wider and also a little bit longer, because on one of the headland passes I did also do the same thing and took a little nibble out of part of the grass. So I'm trying to keep most of the field square. So yeah, just going to run down here, get a nice straight edge over towards the end of the field, and we'll call it done. Yeah, this is going to be a big field to work in. I have spoken about, I think, whether we use the 2 6-meter planters we have or getting a bigger one. I think with the tractor we've just brought with this guy, we are going to look at leasing or buying the John Deere 17-meter planter that goes with it, and we'll get the tanks as well, and we'll do it that way. I think we'll do it properly. We'll run the full setup. I think that will be much more fun. Hopefully we can make the cash we need to pay for it. Should be good. And then yeah, just going to do one more pass along the bottom here to square this off, and then we can get courseplay going on the soil sampling. I'm not going to show you pretty much any of that. You don't need to see any of that, and I'll need to just tidy up some bits of the rock picking, where the worker won't come back and get these bits, and we'll be done. Next video is, as I said, there is some simplification of all the productions, because I think that they're taking too much of my time on and off camera, because I'm not showing all the stuff that I'm doing with productions. So yeah, going to simplify the productions, and we're going to work on getting this field limed, and maybe just skip some time then, get closer towards spring. So courseplay was fine creating the course. Now we've done the finished all the ploughing, so that can run for quite a while, and I can jump in the rock picker and finish that up. And the rock picking is done, and we got pretty much a full rock picker full of rocks, so 50,000 litres of rocks going off to the debris crusher to be turned into lime, which we will then use to lime this field. And any spare we've got we'll sell, because selling the lime is making us a nice little bit of cash. And then soil sampling done as well. I didn't show you any of that because it was kind of dull. Just done with courseplay. See what that's going to cost us from the lab. It wasn't as bad as I expected from what I remember. I can't remember how many soil samples we took either. It was quite a few. Speed up time. There you go, 21,000 pounds in soil samples, but we have a nice looking field. We've got a lot of lime and silty clay, which is going to give us a nice yield. We have a lot of liming to do and a lot of nitrogen to sort. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time on Greenlands.